Hello, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and we are now in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. I would show you the water because it's right there, but I can't because it's raining so hard. I don't think you'd even be able to see it. Let me see it. Let me see. Joe is here. And oh, you might be able to see it. It changed a little bit. It's been raining. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, hold on. Oh, there you go. It was raining really hard. You couldn't even see the water from the road, but now it's so pretty. So we went grocery shopping here. We took a 3.5-4 hour bus, and we went grocery shopping, and now we are going to make dinner. So I have 2 pounds of ground beef, and I have 1 head of cabbage and 4 tablespoons of butter. And this is gonna be super simple, but it's also super delicious. I'm making it up right now. Trying to get this to stand here. I didn't actually bring what I wanted to for my tripod. And I'm gonna start moving my beef around, but I have a bunch, not a bunch, I have some really simple spices. So, and the biggest pot that I have is a soup pot, but if you have like a flat saucepan, that's gonna be better than the soup pot. Because it's going to be easier to cook everything. I would actually cook, you could brown the beef first and then add it to the cabbage, but I just don't, I'm gonna add the beef to the cabbage this way. And I actually added some water, like a cup or 2 of water in this huge pot. Just because it's so big, I'm afraid that it's not gonna start cooking and do its job well if it doesn't have something to steam with. So I have this going. I'm going to mix this with my other veggies while it's hot. I'm trying to do that. So I have 2 red peppers, 2 big red bell peppers. So it's like 2 cups of bell peppers. And then I have a long pepper. I think it's called an ají, but I'm not sure. But you can use, if you don't want jalapenos or habaneros, you can just skip this, but if you want something spicy, you can put that. Tell me spicy in the comments if you would add something spicy to yours. So we have 1 long green, I think it's called an ají. And I might need to steal a spoon from over here to help me mix this. I'm gonna add some spices in a moment, but I wanted to get this mixed and not burning. Maybe I need to turn it down a little bit, so that I can get it mixed. Tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. Share, because you want to know that you can make this type of food wherever you are. When we're in other countries, we go to the local grocery store and we look for the protein and the veggies, and then some type of fat that I can, so usually butter if we're not staying for very long. If we are, then we choose also an oil, avocado oil or coconut oil or olive oil, depending on what's available, or just butter, depending on what's available. And then that way I can make up any concoction, a combination of stuff, grab some spices, and we can make our food. And it was so economical to do it this way. Yesterday we splurged and had an amazing dinner along the water, and it was traditional foods, and we enjoyed that. And now we are going to be eating in, and we just got word that our flights are canceled to go home for Monday. So I don't know when we're leaving, and I don't know much except for that. But I know that storm is affecting lots of people. Please stay safe. My parents are with my girls, all prepared, and I know that they will be safe. And tell me if you are prepared for if you live where the storm is, put storm in the comments, or where, I know it's affecting so many states in the US. So if you live where the storm is going to hit in some fashion, put storm in the comments. And if you have prepared, if you are already prepared, put prepared in the comments. Meaning you got water and food and supplies if the power goes out. Here, it's storming, but it's we actually got to walk to and from the grocery store. It started storming. It had been raining all day, like half of the day, and we got to go in when it had a lapse in the rain, and then it started up again right as we re-entered the hotel, which is great that we didn't have to do that. So this is garlic powder. I am going to use a teaspoon of garlic powder. Teaspoon of garlic powder. And then we got some black Himalayan salt. Hi, Renee! We got some black Himalayan salt. If you've ever had black Himalayan salt, put had it in the comments. I've never had it. I've seen it before, but I've never had it. So we're gonna use a teaspoon of black Himalayan salt in here. And then a teaspoon, I'm like guessing because there's no teaspoons, but a teaspoon of black Himalayan salt in the cabbage. You can use pink Himalayan salt. And then one more spice is the pepper, regular pepper. And I'm going to use a teaspoon of that as well. Maybe I'm going to use a half a teaspoon. I'm going to use a half a teaspoon. Well, half a teaspoon here and a half a teaspoon in the pot with the cabbage. Okay, so now you've never had it. Me neither, Renee. Me neither. All right, so if you're just joining us, we are making a simple skillet, but I don't have space to make it all in the same pot. So once I finish cooking the beef, I'm gonna put it into my pot that has cabbage sauce, is like boiling right now in water, so that I can get it soft and moving around. And I have 2 red peppers, 2 pounds of beef, 1 head of cabbage, 4 tablespoons of butter, and this is going to be our breakfast. This is going to be our dinner tonight and tomorrow night. And then, I don't know, after that, we are going to be here still. I don't know where, maybe not in this hotel, I don't know, because our flights were canceled, leaving the DR. So we will be adventuring to figure that out. All right. I also have a ají, like a long spice. It smelled spicy. I think it's spicy. Pepper, so you can use jalapenos or habaneros. Tell me if you would put spicy. Put spicy. If not, leave it out. Okay, now I'm gonna see if I can move around my cabbage at all. I can smell it, but I can't tell what's happening with it. I might need to end up adding a little bit more. Oh no, it's good. I got a lot of water still. All right, so once this is browned, I'm gonna toss this in the big pot and mix it, and then I'm gonna just keep cooking into one space, because this is just about cooked. All the meat is just about cooked. That way, the cabbage is also gonna be with that. Ah, spicy, yes, Renee, awesome. Spicy, spicy. All right, make sure you give me some thumbs up, hearts, share this video. I'm gonna show you again real quick because it needs to be seen again because it's so beautiful. This view of outside, this is the living room behind me, but here is the water. Actually, it was more bright right here. I guess it's still pretty bright. And there's the photo bomber himself. Okay. Oh. And our bedroom's over there, and I'm going to add now this all to the big pot. Let me see. I don't know why I can't get this to stand up. Let me move this. I'm going to move it over there. I'm going to mix it, but I think I'm going to do it once I end the live, just because it's so hot. I'm going to maybe need some help to do it. So this is ready to be moved, and then I want to cook it in the, I want to cook it till all the water's gone in the cabbage and until the cabbage is really soft, like noodled soft. I cut it in half and then in strips, so it's like little noodles. Yes, it's so beautiful here. Tomorrow, hopefully it won't rain so much so that we can walk around more tomorrow in Santo Domingo. And Renee, stay safe in Minnesota in all the ways. And that's it, you guys. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna grab like a towel to help me move this into that so that I can combine them. And then I'm just gonna mix it and saute it till it's done. That's it. If you have a big like paella pan or a big 20-inch, 18-inch, that's what you're gonna wanna make this dish in. And you can do this part first and then add your cabbage and your butter and then mix it around and let it cook. But if you don't have those, then like a cup or two of water in the big pan so that it can start to steam, and then you're gonna combine the two. All right, that's it. From my house, well, from this house in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye!